The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Right away, they'll change the look. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it run it run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Love everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. By the act, yeah. And run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I ain't stressed about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the trunk with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of 2 games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Fields going to move him around. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And they get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Running left, it's Warren. And he's got it down to the 28. The Steelers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Austin, the man in motion left. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year. It's Nick Chubb. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now an audible here into something else. Second down, here's Chubb again. Loose inside the 30. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
No muss, no muss. Good night.
Play action. It's Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A handoff for Warren. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We can look at this Browns defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On play action, Fields
Rolling to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. On the give, it's Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8.
Easy. Right.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hey, Ken. Hey, start if you want. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Matter. Justin. Hey, Ken. Right.
To throw is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Pat Fryermuth. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, it's Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watson. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. To throw is Watson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 8 yards out.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
Patterson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Watson changing the play.
Now Watson throwing to start the drive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
You got a mini base.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. In motion left is Watkins.
On 1st down, Fields. A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2.
2nd and 5. Now they'll change things up.
Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
With a new contract comes increased expectations, and Njoku did his part. Caught 58 passes, would have had a couple of other career bests if injuries didn't cost him some time. He gets the 1st down there with that catch.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy.
61 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Easy.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Jared.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Here's Beckham. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Hey, go.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
West right pitch. No muss, no muss. Right.
On first down, it's Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Chubb running right. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
York able to send this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 23-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Watson now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
35. Steelers 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Got a man, it's Patterson complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
You got a mini base. Why not? Extend. All right.
On second down, here's Fields.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Fields throwing again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Out. Test, butt check. Tonight.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
124 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
A give running right is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. You sacrilegious, I feel my wrath as you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down.